Yes, and hello, and good evening, and welcome. Good evening, and welcome here to the Quarter Hour with Sid Yiddish. This is it's week 12, which means I've been doing this for 3 months now, which is pretty damn good. So I would hope you've all had a good week. I've had an interesting one, not so good, and some good, and not so good. Excuse me. So let's get some basic things out of the way first. So this is October 2020. Pretty cool. So, or in other words, it's 10/20/2020. So, anyway, so today on the national calendar, it is National Youth Confidence Day. It's also National Brandied Fruit Day, and it's National Pharmacy Technician Day. You gotta give kudos to those pharmacy technicians that have been helping you prescribe your drugs to you. And then it's Pro Life Day of Silent Solidarity Day. Okay. All right. So, uh, I'd also, uh, I'd also would like to. I haven't found any right way to say this. I would also like to give my condolences to my friends John and Laura Terzikis on the death of their sister Linda on Monday morning. I don't know what the cause of death was. I do know that she was 56, and I knew her when she was I guess it would be in grade school, probably about seventh, eighth grade or something like that. Um, anyway, condolences to brother and sister, and her mother also, who mother is well into her 80s. Anyway, so let me tell you about a few things before we start. um, I've been involved in some projects, and we're going to get to those a little bit later on in the show. But of course, well, why else are you here? You're here for poetry, right? Because I know you want to hear poetry. I mean, who doesn't? So it's going to be little bit longer today because of some other odds and ends that I've put in. Yes, hello there. Hello there, Eileen, and welcome to the show. And just as we start off here, I'm actually going to start off with a couple of Eileen Weiner's poems. Eileen is a singer-songwriter, comedian, poetess living in the great city of Hollywood, California. And I'd like to start off with this poem, and it's called Stopped. I've stopped opening my mouth to sing. I've stopped nearly everything, seized up like a broken spring. But like a broken clock's face, I still read true. 2 times a day, morn and e'en, when I'm unawake. And this one is called, it's called 40 Acres and a Mule. It sounds like a song almost, 40 Acres and a Mule. 40 acres and a mule, a chicken in every pot. Make America great by taking away everything that we've got. The poor don't need your sympathy. They're lazy and undeserving. Clean water, health care, and food to eat. Are you kidding me? So self-serving. They're all on opioids anyway. Without health care, they'll just get sicker and start dying off by the dozens. So we can get rid of them quicker. Make America great by polluting our oceans. National parks, what a joke. Take the kids out of school and put them to work. We can count on Betsy DeVos. You can put your trust in Jesus, but look what happened to him. Better put your trust in the almighty Buck. Make America greedy again. Our welcoming hands chopped off at the wrist. Barred the golden door. Make American filled with hate and rotten to the core. So again, those were two poems by poetess Eileen Weiner, who lives in Hollywood, California. And I would like to, switching it up a little bit, I would like to get to some Emily Dickinson. I'm going to read 4 poems by Emily Dickinson. And since I don't know titles and she never used titles, I'm just going to go by what I've got. So this one is LX. A shady friend for torrid days is easier to find than one of higher temperature for frigid hour of mind. The vein a little to the east, scares muslin souls away, if broadcloth breasts are firmer than those of organdy. Who is to blame, the weaver? Ah, the bewildering thread, the tapestries of paradise, so notelessly are made. And this one is called LXI. Each life converges for some center, expressed or still, exists in every human nature. A goal, admit it scarily to itself, it may be too fair for credibility's temerity to dare. Adored with caution as a brittle heaven to reach, or hopeless as the rainbow's raiment to touch. Yet perverse towards surer for the distance. How high unto the saint's slow diligence the sky, ungained it may be by life's low venture, but then eternity enables the endeavoring again. This one is actually called LXII. Before I got my eye put out, I liked as well to see as other creatures that have eyes and know no other way. But were it told to me today that I might have the sky for mine, I tell you that my heart would split for the size of me. The meadow's mine, the mountain's mine, all forests, stintless stars, as much of noon as I could take between my finite eyes. The motions of the dipping birds, the lightning's jointed road, for mine to look at when I liked, the news would strike me dead. And that was, of course, Emily Dickinson, collected poems of Emily Dickinson. All right. And now I'd like to get to some of my work. This is, let me do a little switch around here if I can, which I will. Hi, Dina. How are you? Oh, Gru, my favorite darling of Philadelphia. How are you? So these next 3 poems I'm going to read to you, well, 2 of them are part of this new project, this new art exhibition with the Agitator Gallery. It's called And Then, which was sort of stories about what happens beyond your life or COVID. COVID, which this pandemic certainly taken on a life of its own and kind of altered the lives of everybody else. So I'd like to read three of them, two of them that were picked, and one of them that was almost picked. Um, but you can be the judge of those. Uh, and so this first one needs a little explaining. So uh, this first one I actually recorded as a song in Aarhus, Denmark, in summer of 2018 when I was last there. And um, there's a lot of references to Danish words, but specifically the word fart. And the word fart over there means speed. So the name of this poem is called Postal Fart. And it relates to, more or less, over there, it relates to the slowing of mail service in Denmark. And for some reason, it totally relates here to us in America because, of course, slowing of mail here. Um, go figure. Um, and so this is called Postal Fart. The other day I threw a letter in the mailbox, but the postal clerk rubber stamped it. Returned to Snaglefart sender. Was it a postal fart? A fender sender bender? Felt my brain push straight through a parcel fart back ender. Couldn't get my stamps. Couldn't get my cards. No use to trivialize when you can't have what you can't have. Come to realize when I told my mom the post office era is way past her. It's now the grocery clerk who becomes the new postal fart master. Fart, tramp, 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 to get a fart stamp, 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 down at Netto, the new postal fart ghetto. Next stop, Pony Express. Next move, hell, I don't know, it's such a mess. Internet assassinated the mail carrier. The internet is now the new postal fart slayer. Nobody takes a pen and a piece of paper or the time ever to write a letter without being a trendsetter. Internet has choked the breath of what used to be and now become, in reality, a dead postal fart letter. This generation has spread too much disinformation. Who gives a fuck when you're shit out of luck? When it's just another party fart transformation. Just give me one piece of junk mail instead of one piece of spam. I may go postal fart with my own fucking fart plan. Fart, tramp, 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 to get a fart stamp, 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 down at Netto, the new postal fart ghetto. So I need to explain a couple words here because just in case, I'm sure a lot of you got lost in the translation here. So Snaglefart actually means slow or snail, like it means a snail. That's the first fart word I learned when I was in Denmark was Snaglefart. So it means snail or slow. Next word in the poem. Well, of course, Netto, Netto. Netto is a shop, like a grocery store, like we have Mariano's or Albertsons or Safeway or Jewel or Kroger, Food for Less. It's the same thing. The next word we have here, let's see if I can find this one. Okay. Oh, yes. So, a fart plan is actually like a schedule, a boat schedule. Party fart is an event, like you'd throw an event, like a party or like a birthday party or like a memorial or something like that. That's what that is. And um, yes. And of course, postal fart, you probably get the joke, when you go postal. Okay. All right, so that's enough dissection of this poem for tonight. Um, and of course, fart, tramp, tramp, tramp means slow, trudge, trudge, trudge. Okay, I know you get I know you get it. But enough of the dissection of this poem. So the next one I would like to read um, is this one. It is it is called um, Short Season. I just saw time creep back, crawling on all fours, trying to fade to black, yet it couldn't. Pandemic slamdemic smashed demic straight into our world. No one asked for this one, and still it's here. Comparable to a terrible baseball season that refuses to end. Comparable to a guy who badmouths a team like an armchair critic who never bends, just bitching and bitching and bitching. It's enough to make men break, snap in two, question every belief they ever knew. A time of steady that's never ready and keeps rolling back to the stack that stands tall before it teeters over. No four-leaf clover won't save us now. No demonstration, no shocking damnation will stop the escalation of doom marked in place. There is no mend. The end of the end, as we know, the being of the end, has come home to settle in for a long spell of deathbed symphonic strengthening, straightening, sweetening, the sweep, that of which others can't accept, is honestly the end. And this one, which they didn't take, but they were kind of deciding to take it, so I would like to read this one as well. And this one is called Problem 19. If anybody gets the joke or gets the in-joke about the title, you win a prize. Tops of cars shine like quarters I can't find on sidewalks, in pockets stuffed inside jars. Worldwide crisis causes calamity, damage beyond legality, 6 months and counting. In a prior version, I used to spend down, and for now it's save up. We're all in this together. Be safe gives me such a social disintegration distancing headache. I cannot resist the urge not to, and listen to the overwhelming drone it's become. There are no safety nets. There are no pills that automatically save our heritage. Scrape and scratch. A box of splintered, burnt out matches, just shoved in a drawer to be rekindled one day. Once more. Okay. So, this one is a little extra. And some of you may know that tomorrow is actually the 51st anniversary of the death of Jack Kerouac. So I thought I would read. This is my favorite um, prose poem of Jack Kerouac's, and it's called October in the Railroad Earth. There was a little alley in San Francisco back of the Southern Pacific Station at 3rd and Townsend and red brick of drowsy, lazy afternoons with everybody at work and offices in the air. You feel the impending rush of their commuter frenzy as soon as they'll be changing en masse from market and Sansom buildings on foot and in buses and all well dressed through working man Frisco of walk-up, truck drivers, and even the poor grime-bemarked 3rd Street of lost bums, even Negroes so hopeless and long left east, and meanings of responsibility, and try that now. All they do is stand there spitting in the broken glass, sometimes 50 in one afternoon, against one wall at Third and Howard. And here's all these Millbrae and San Carlos neat necktie producers, commuters of America and steel civilization rushing by with San Francisco Chronicles and Green Call bulletins, not even enough time to be disdainful. They've got to catch 130, 132, 134, 136, all the way up to 146 till the time of evening supper in homes of the railroader. Earth went high in the sky, the magic stars ride above the following hotshot freight trains. It's all in California. It's all a sea. I swim out of it in afternoons of sun-hot meditation in my jeans with head on handkerchief on brakeman's lantern, or, if not working, on book. I look up at blue sky of perfect lost purity and feel the warp of wood of old America beneath me, and have insane conversations with Negroes in several story windows above, and everything is pouring in. The switching moves of boxcars in that little alley, which is so much like the alleys of Lowell, and I hear far off the sense of coming night, that engine calling our mountains. But it was that beautiful cut of clouds I could always see above the little SP alley, puffs floating by from Oakland or the gate of Marin to the north of San Jose South. The clarity of Cal to break your heart. It was a fantastic drowse and drum hum of mum afternoon, nothing to do. Old Frisco, with end of land sadness, the people, the alley full of trucks and cars, businesses nearabouts, and nobody knew or far from cared who I was all my life. 3,500 miles from birth, opened up and at last belonged to me and great America. Okay, so that was October in the Railroad Earth, which was to commemorate the tomorrow, which is the 51st anniversary of Jack Kerouac's death, and couldn't think of a better way to bring that in. And now, of course, the last poet of the evening here is really my I would say he's really a great friend, and love his work, love him, love his work, love everything about him. And if that's not overdoing it, I'm not sure what is. So this is the poetry of Wes Hine from his book Sugar Skull Poems Flash Fiction. And this one is called Freak Kingdom. They all end up here, the shizos, the shapeshifters, like bugs to light, they flock to Hollywood. They either come here, or they go to Area 51 following the clues in the TV. Failed actors, failed street performers, failed street people, chameleons with no shade, where the sun has shined through. They camp on sidewalks, unpacking bags in the middle of the street. Dreamers outshining the stars in the sky as palm trees explode like fireworks. There's a homeless man on the curb wearing a VR headset. He's somewhere else sitting in a pile of loose ends. The bleach blonde frozen on the corner like a statue is wearing a Santa hat and a ballet dress. The skinny black man sounding the alarm in the street is wearing a sombrero and a sash, fingers like candles. They all come here. They all end up here, and so have I. At night, the houses in the Hollywood Hills flicker. The porch lights mingle with the stars. Meanwhile, we drag our knuckles down in the valley below and stare up at the homes of the rich with the same bewilderment as peering into the center of the galaxy. Staring into a world equally mysterious and unattainable, my head full of dreams, wondering if I'm too insane to be an artist, or not insane enough. And this one seems to be very apropos. It's called Just a Bar. These days, it's hard to find a bar that's just a bar. All the bars have a theme: sports bars, foodie bars, live music DJs, and they serve sugary drinks or craft beers that taste like wood. In East Hollywood, there are still a few places where the only sign is a neon that says cocktails. The windows are bricked up and the walls are painted black, where we can sit in the darkness, where we can sit in the silence, where we can sit alone together, where we can sit and drink. No excuses, no shame, in peace. It's just a bar. And again, that was from poet Wes Hine from his unpublished book, Sugar Skull Poems Flash Fiction. Okay. And as I say, we're running a little late today, but that's okay. That is okay. It is always okay here on the Quarter Hour with Sid Yiddish. We're going to do this storybook. And where are we? I guess we're right here. There we go. See all you lovely people again. Let's see where we're at here. Yes, I can see everybody now. Yes, crew, Shackleford, I know exactly what I need. So, I need a temporary secretary, but I also need a secret friend, and I need you to check my machine. So, this book, which I found in a free library, since libraries now are kind of open on limited hours. At least my library is my local library is limited hours Monday through Friday. It's just not like those old days that so many people want back. So this is a book, and it's called "What Do You Say, Dear?" It's by Cecile Jocelyn with pictures by Maurice Sendak, the person the illustrator who did all the Madeline books, if I'm not mistaken. So this is what the book looks like. And this is going to be our bedtime story. So it's a handbook of etiquette for young ladies and gentlemen to be used as a guide for everyday social behavior. It's called What Do You Say, Dear? You are downtown and there is a gentleman giving baby elephants to people. You want to take one home because you always have wanted a baby elephant. But the first gentleman introduces you to each other. What do you say, dear? And here it is. You can see the book as we go that way. You say, how do you do? There she is. She's introducing herself to the elephant. You are picking dandelions and columbines outside the castle. Suddenly a fierce dragon appears and blows red smoke at you. But just then a brave knight gallops up and cuts off the dragon's head. What do you say, dear? Check it out. There it is. The knight has cut off the dragon's head, and the princess is on her knees. You say, thank you very much. Who wants the dragon head? Anybody out there? You want the dragon head? You are a cowboy riding around the range. Suddenly, Bad-Nosed Bill comes up behind you with a gun. He says, would you like me to shoot a hole in your head? What do you say, dear? There you go. There's Bad Bill. You say, No, thank you. You are a nurse and rush to see a patient because a dinosaur bit him. You bandage him all up, and he says, "Oh, nurse, you have saved my life. Thank you." What do you say, dear? Here's that bad dinosaur. Check it out. It's a real bad dinosaur. Now, you always see dinosaurs as good and nice and kind, right? That's a bad dinosaur. For sure. You say, "You're welcome." See, now the dinosaur is in remorse. You see? I don't get it. Okay. You have gone downtown to do some shopping. You are walking backwards because sometimes you like to, and you bump into a crocodile. What do you say, dear? And check that out. It's a crocodile with a top hat. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know about that dino. I think that dino is a wino grew, Shackleford. You say, "Excuse me." There she is. It looks like she's praying for her life. That poor dear. You are at a wedding party because you are the bride. You have a fine husband and an enormous wedding cake, and you are going to live happily ever after. Only first, you are very, very hungry. What do you say, dear? Personally, I know what I would say, but I'll have to take in the words of what they say. Okay, so there we go. There's the wedding cake. That's a pretty big wedding cake. I'm certain those of you who have been married have had those big wedding cakes. I wouldn't know. I haven't had the chance yet. Um, you say, "Would you please pass the cake?" You see, though, I would have said, "Ceremony schmeremony, when do we eat?" Anyway, you are at the princess's ball, and she is telling you a secret, but her orchestra of bears is making such a fearful lot of noise you cannot hear what she is saying. What do you say, dear? Check it out. These are the bears. I should hire them for the henchmen. I'm certain bears would play for the henchmen. We can get rid of a lot of players that way. I think if we had more bears and less humans. I don't know. You say, "I beg your pardon." That's what's happening there. You go to London to see the Queen. She says, "Oh, you must stay for dinner. We are having spaghetti." So you do, and there is spaghetti for the appetizer, spaghetti for the main dish, and a spaghetti salad. By the time the Queen's guard brings spaghetti for dessert, you cannot fit in your chair anymore, and you want to leave the table. What do you say, dear? And there's all that spaghetti. This is weird because this is almost like a scene out of um, Magical Mystery Tour, Beatles film, the one that everybody had to watch when you're high, I suppose. It's better, I suppose, when you're high. 1967, shown on BBC Two, Christmas 1967, and oh my gosh, it was a flop. All right, I know I'm doing a tangent here, but I can't help it. You say, what you say is, "May I please be excused?" She almost looks like Aunt Jessie. I swear, it was a total ripoff, man. Beatles should sue. You are flying around in your airplane, and you remember that the Duchess said, "Do drop in for tea sometime." So you do. only it makes a rather large hole in a roof. What do you say, dear? It could be like that plane that flew into the Twin Towers, or like the plane that flew into the IRS building in Austin, Texas a few years ago. Almost. You say, I'm sorry. There is the dog hanging by the chandelier. You are a dangerous pirate, and you have captured a fine lady to take on your ship. Every morning when you untie her so she can eat breakfast, she says, "Good morning, how are you? What do you say, dear?" Check it out. That's a mean-looking pirate. Wow. Hey, Gru, that pirate looks like you. That was not meant to rhyme, but it's true, Gru. That pirate is definitely you. You say, "Fine, thank you. How are you?" You know, one of these things they never do in books is like, well, you know, if she's tied up all day, how can she go to the bathroom? Okay. I think that one should be may I be excused, or, you know, she could pull a Gigi Allen, you know, it's I don't know. That's not in the book. Of course, that's not supposed to be meant. Anyway, it doesn't matter what I think, but it's just social commentary. All your friends come to your house for a party. The princess brings her orchestra of bears, and they play two dances, but then they want to eat everybody up. What do you say, dear? Check it out. These are really cool looking bears. I mean, you know, I want them for my band. You say, "This is the end. Goodbye." See, check it out. The bears are pissed off. They want to eat everybody in place here. And it's true. It's the end of this book. And this is the end. And this book was dedicated for Victoria, Alexandra, Julia, and a witch hind buff. And there's the dog doing what a dog does best: just sit around and unconditionally love you. So, I want to make some other notations before I leave tonight. This Thursday, October 22nd, I am playing live with my band, Candy Store Henchmen. We are playing on Subgenius Radio. With our host will be Reverend Negative. That is at freethinkradio.com, or it's on the Discord. I guess you could say website. It's internet radio. Or if you don't like that one and you want to be more punk rock type, it's also Fuck Peas, FUCKPEAS.com. We will be on about 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we will be going till midnight. Also, on Thursday, two other things. We've got Isolation Blues. That's Jim Gautier's Thursday night show, and he's always a great show to listen to. 8 o'clock Central Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Mountain Time, their time. Always a great listen to. I believe Thursday is also the final debate between President Trump and Joe Biden. You know, that guy loves trains, man. He absolutely loves trains, and he loves Amtrak. So, you know, I can't say enough about that. But you know, who doesn't love Amtrak? But Oh, and also on the I guess it'll be the 20. No, no, no. The 24th is actually begins a period between October 24 and December 10. It begins the period of the formation of the Candy Store Henchmen, my improvising orchestra. Uh, and then on October 26th, I will be the guest on Puddinhead Press Live, which is also here on Facebook at 7 o'clock on Monday night. And the host is, of course, the uh, lovely Dave Getchick. He really is a lovely man. He's a nice man. He really is a nice man. Um, isn't that right, Dave? Anyway, so I'll be doing that as well. Uh, and I will be posting something that I've been a participant in a video project I did a couple of weeks ago. I'll be posting that shortly. I know this has been an overly I have been overtly long today. Usually it's 30 minutes. We've definitely gone past the 10-minute mark, and that's okay. It's all right to go past once in a while. Yes, as Dave says, "Yay! 7 p.m. on the 26th. Yay! Yay! Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!" Um, so I should let you know that the show on the 22nd is audio only, but I will try to do a Facebook live feed so you can see us live looking around in the studio where we're going to be. Um, and then next week I will have a pretty big announcement for those of you in the other regions of the Midwest for a chance to say hi and hello and all those other great things that you do. So, having said that, it is now 42 minutes after the hour. You have been listening to or watching the Quarter Hour with Sid Yiddish, week 12. I'm looking forward to next week. I certainly am. This day has been a bit crazy, and thank God it's almost over. Anyway, I'd like to thank you personally for tuning in. If you are a poet out there, and I know there's about three of you guys out there, um, and you want me to read your poetry, you can direct message me, and we will get you set up so you can hear your lovely poem read by my lovely, smooth voice. Um, so I'd like to say if you are in the evening, have a good evening. And if you are in the afternoon, have a good afternoon. And if you are in the morning, have a great morning. Now, people in the morning now, I'll see you watching right now. You're not in the morning. Morning is Denmark already. It's already, I think it's already almost 17 minutes to 2 over there in the morning. And Germany is also in the morning. Sweden's in the morning. Australia is in the morning. And among other places, I think China's in the morning too. So is Russia. Russia's in the morning too. All right. So enough of that. I would just like to say to everybody, have a great week. God bless. I love you all, and we'll see you real soon. Bye for now.